This is your home for the Trojans. Girard Sports Live.
Snap and leans forward, and that's touchdown number 4 for Scott Moore.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Pregame, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net.
Brooks, throw over to Adolph, quickly down inside, wrap around Bowman, found herself in the right place, foul, and the bucket!
He'll try a 3 and hits. Adolph with it up top, being guarded by Gass. Girard down the lane, off the glass, and good. Nice instinct by Adolph to just take it to the bucket.
Fielded on the short hop, fires this one across. Able to throw the runner out by a step and a half.
Pitch to the outside to Ashbacher. Gets a good block on the outside, and he's in for the touchdown.
It's time for the Trojans. On your home for Girard High School Athletics. Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live.
Hello everybody and welcome out to Columbus High School as we are set for this Class 3A Sub-State Championship matchup as your number 13 seed Girard Trojans been the Road Warriors, kind of the Cinderella story of this Sub-State tournament. They're going to have to take on a really tough CNC opponent that they're all too familiar with in the Galena Bulldogs, but it should be a good one tonight. Girard playing their best basketball here towards the end of the season. We'd like to let you know that Girard Sports Live is presented by Pregame, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in southeast Kansas with Pregame. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org, or to see everything Pregame has to offer, visit ckt.net. Should be a good one tonight. We'll step aside for a quick break. We'll come back and kick off the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show, where we'll take a look at how the Girard Trojans proved all doubters and got to the Sub-State Championship after winning just 5 games in the regular season, playing their best basketball here under Coach Westcott towards the end of the season. I'm Carson Comb alongside Aaron Dubrava tonight for the call. Should be a really good matchup. Community National Bank and Trust pregame show headed your way next. We're back after this.
Why settle for less than the best? Crocan's Gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Crocan has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Crocan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Since 1918, GN Bank has been the heart of our community. Big enough to meet all your banking needs, but small enough to offer that personal touch you deserve. From agricultural loans to home mortgages, GN Bank has the expertise, products, and service to help you thrive. With a pledge to treat others ethically, be adaptable, focus on customers, and invest in the communities they serve, GN Bank is committed to your success. The best place to bank and borrow, GN Bank, where community banking truly comes first. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And here we are back on Girard Sports Live as we're getting ready to kick off the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show here on Girard Sports Live. Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stopping soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. For the sub-state tournament, it's really been a kind of Cinderella story, as we mentioned, for the Girard Trojans. The bracket looks like this. They started off immediately going to have to take on Humboldt on the road, a very good Humboldt team that was 15-3 on the season. Girard coming in with just 5 wins into the sub-state, knocked them off by a point, 50-49 in one heck of a ball game. And then you look at the Fredonia matchup, probably the highest scoring Girard basketball game I've ever seen, and arguably the best high school boys basketball game when you consider the circumstances all season. 102-92 in 3 overtimes, and it really kind of just came down to free throws and who had the deeper bench. It was basically a JV game, as several key players on both sides had fouled out, and who could make their free throws. And truthfully, if the Trojans made their free throws in the first overtime, then I think the game would have been over. But it seemed like as soon as you thought Girard had an opportunity to kind of ice it away, Fredonia would crawl off several in a row and then stretch the game back tied. So Girard has the opportunity tonight to once again shock the sub-state, Southeast Kansas, whatever you want to call it, and knock off a very good Galena team that hasn't lost yet. They're 21-0 coming into this matchup. Didn't get the full allotment of 20 games in the regular season, but besides that, they've had a pretty phenomenal year under Matt Meyer. You look at the bracket for them, they knocked off Columbus 75-42 on their home floor back on February 28th to open up the semifinals. They played Frontenac, a team that I don't think they probably wanted to play going into sub-state, considering that their closest games have been against the Raiders, but they managed to crawl that one out 63-56, the final score, and that's where they find themselves here in Titan Fieldhouse to take on your Girard Trojans. A team, like we said, been the Cinderella story. There's no reason to not keep that going. But it's really going to come down to offense. I think Girard has kind of had the edge, even though they've been the lower seed. I think they've kind of had the edge in both matchups simply based on the strength of schedule. They played that midseason tournament up at Burlington, and that's probably one of the toughest tournaments in Class 3A when you look at it just based on the teams, and that's kind of proven in this sub-state as Burlington, the host school, playing for a sub-state title on the other side of the bracket. So, but Girard tonight, going to have to play some really good ball. This Galena team doesn't give up a lot when it comes to offense, and they're going to turn your offense into defense awful quick, at the touch of the ball. Their schedule has just been pretty dominant. One of their closer games was actually the first game of the year against Caney, who just fell to Burlington in the match before this for the sub-state champion. Burlington won that one, I think, by single digits over Caney. And then from that point on, they've just kind of manhandled everybody. It was a 19-point game the first time the Trojans and the Bulldogs met back on December 13th. They played again on February 4th. That one, a 14-point game. So Girard has gotten better as the season went on. It just seems like when they've had to make shots to kind of close the gap, they just haven't been able to do it. But it seems like the sub-state tournament, they're playing their best basketball. They're rotating the ball well. They're communicating well inside. They're starting to find their edge. They've got height, which is something that Galena has kind of manhandled teams with all year long. Obviously, it's no secret who Galena has. Jack Perry being their main offense, averaging 1 billion-plus points a night, if you want to get into specifics. But a real good player, try to run a box-and-1 on him, and then somebody else gets hot. I know in the game against Columbus, Lincoln Kimberling, I think, led all scorers. So it all just depends on who's hot for Galena. More often than not, it's going to be Jack Perry, but that's why defense is also going to be important, kind of an inside defense that might help limit Jack Perry's points tonight. We'll step aside for another quick break. We got about 10 minutes here until the tip of this sub-state championship matchup. Girard and Galena set for action when we come back. We really don't have any area matchups, but we'll let you know about if Girard makes it to state, who they could face. We'll let you know about the other sub-states going on in Class 3A, and then we'll also talk to you about the Girard girls already booked their ticket to Hutch. We'll kind of recap that game from yesterday. We're back in 2 minutes. This is Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
The first one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I might hang on to that one too. So let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here.
Hi, I'm Eddie.
2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
And here we are back on Girard Sports Live on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show as we set for this matchup between Galena and Girard. If the Trojans were to pull the upset once again here in the sub-state over the Galena Bulldogs, a pretty loaded 3A state tournament I think it's going to be, as in the Halstead sub-state. It's Cheney, who's been really good in fall and winter sports over the last couple of years, taking on Haven at 6:30. And then, don't know the score of it, but Heston and Council Grove. Heston, a powerhouse in Class 3A basketball on the boys' side, trying to book their ticket back to the 3A state tournament. Hiawatha, that sub-state, Sabetha and Silver Lake at 6:30, so that game should be getting ready to tip off any time. Pearly Compton and Bishop Ward, the 5 o'clock game. And then at Scott Community High School, Lakin and Beloit playing at 2:30. And then 6:30, the 6:30 game, I'm not sure why they're so far apart, will be between Goodland and Scott Community. One of them might be Mountain Time. I don't know, because they've got time zones listed here. I really don't know. I know Goodland is in that sub-state, and they play in Mountain Time, so that might be one of the things. Those are your area matchups brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing and can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. As the Trojans take the floor after their meeting with the coaches in the locker room, we'll kind of go over to the keys to the game. Keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks in the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersection of Highways 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. Obviously, the big key is going to be limit Jack Perry. I mean, he is probably one of the best players in Class 3A, not just in the CNC, not just in Southeast Kansas, but in Class 3A, maybe even in the state in all classifications. The dude can shoot, and we know shooters shoot. That's the old cliche, and Jack Perry certainly makes that statement come true. Whether you run a box and one on him, whatever type of defense Coach Westcott wants to throw at him, you need to limit his points tonight. Another thing is going to be to box out, get rebounds. I've seen it plenty of times. If Galena misses and they get the rebound, they're almost certainly going to have second chance points, and that's killed a lot of teams. They won that Frontenac game a few weeks back by second chance points, and so you're really going to need to do a good job on the boards, and make sure that Galena's height doesn't get to. I think Girard is the shorter team, but it's all about the vertical and whether or not you can, get the rebound. And I think this Girard team has the skill to out-rebound Galena. It's just going to depend on what type of shot the Bulldogs take, and most of them are three-pointers, so Girard should have a good look inside for the rebound. Other than that, just another key to the game is really just going to be to have good offense. I mean, shoot well, come out hot. I mean, the hotter Girard comes out, the more nervous it's going to make Galena. And I think we're going to relate to the Frontenac game because that's really the closest game that they've had all year. A team that comes out hot scares them. Frontenac came out hot, and I think Frontenac took a double-digit lead into the locker room. Galena did come back and win that game, but as long as it just kind of shows that as long as you start hot, Galena might get off their mark a little bit. I think Galena's been kind of known to start slow on most of their games. Those are the keys to the game. Once again, brought to you by Evans Motors. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip here from Columbus High School, set for this 3A Sub-State Championship game, Girard and Galena. We're back after this.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
And here we are back on Girard Sports Live, getting set for this 3A Sub-State Championship game, as we'll get you the starting lineup starting tonight For the Trojans, it'll be number 1, Ranson Bourne, number 12, Ben Cullen, number 22, Cam Smith, number 23, Blake Brocob, and rounding out the starting lineup will be number 40, Scott Moore. Those are your starting 5 for Girard on the road in maroon jerseys, gold letters and numerals, coached by Rod Westcott, assisted by Dave Lutke and Dennis David. As the crowd's certainly getting loud and into it. Starting tonight for the Galena Bulldogs, it'll be number 3, Jack Perry, number 4, Thatcher Botkin, number 5, Zane Adams, number 10, Lincoln Kimberling, and rounding out the starting lineup will be number 34, Quentin Cox. Those are your starting lineups brought to you by the Jagged Edge. The Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment by calling 620-724-7500. Galena at home. They're the home team tonight based on seeding in white, navy letters and numerals, coached by Matt Meyer, assisted by Ross Bailey and Devin Newman. The scoreboard camera kind of not working with us again tonight, so we're going to have the text scoreboard, and then we'll keep you updated on the clock time. Until the record difference in these teams, 21-0 and 7-13, and the Trojans have the opportunity to pull off the huge upset and book their ticket to Hutch for the Class 3A sub-state tournament, or for the Class 3A state tournament, as Girard wins the tip. As that was Cullen with it, and his pass from wing to wing intercepted. Botkin with it underneath, throws it out to Adams. Now at the top of the key for Kimberling. Perry inside on the baseline, runner left short, and rebound controlled out of there by Smith. Smith will bring it up over to Bourne. Now to Brocob on the outside for Cullen. Cullen inside to Moore, down low, off the glass, shot missed, and the rebound loose. Tipped around, and Jack Perry will take it the other way. Perry lost it off the dribble. It's tipped around. Kimberling with it on the baseline. Shot is good. And the first points of the ball game for Lincoln Kimberling, 2-0 Galena here, 1 minute in. Moore with it inside. Shot left short, partially blocked. And the rebound will go to Jack Perry. Perry pulls up from 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Galena. One thing we talked about, second chance points. And a 4-0 start for the Bulldogs. This text thing not going to work out with the way this game's going so far. Quick on offense, 4-0 Galena. Runner in the lane is good off the glass for Ben Cullen, his first 2. Make that 2-4. Galena on top by a bucket. 6:16 left here, first quarter. Girard going to run man early on. Here's a 3 from Zane Adams, no good. And Scott Moore tracks it down near the Girard bench. And Girard can set up the offense. Cullen in the corner, up top for Brocob. Swinging around the horn. Smith down low to Cullen. Cullen working around, backs it out for Brocob. Here's a 3 ball, good. Blake Brocob from the outside. 5 for Girard. Trojans with a 1-point lead. Galena with the ball. Perry with it on the right wing. Inside, takes it at the foul stripe. Shot missed, and a good rebound by Scott Moore. Throws it up to Bourne. Now to Cullen. They swing it around the horn. Brocob again from 3. This one good. Brocob with the outside touch. Early on, 6 in the ball game. 8-4. I'm sorry. Girard on top of Galena. 5:04 left here, first quarter. Adams down low to Perry, and they're going to get a whistle and a foul on the baseline. I think they're going to get this one on Cam Smith. His first personal. First team foul. So Evan Whitmire checks in for Galena. Here's Perry, quick 3 on the way. This one rattles out off the front of the rim. And the rebound controlled by Girard. Bourne with it. Up top for Smith. Runner in the lane. Shot too strong, and Cox grabs the rebound for the Bulldogs. 8-4 Girard. Galena ball. Perry sneaks inside. Floater on the baseline is good. Jack Perry heating up. Got 4 in the ball game. Cuts the Girard lead to 2, 8-6. 4:18 left first quarter. Brocob on the left wing. Will back it out between the circles. Now over for Smith. They get it for Moore outside to Cam. Here's a floater for Scott Moore. Rims out. Rebound loose. Brocob has it. Powers up. Counted and the foul. An and one opportunity here early for Blake Brocob. Leads all scorers with 8. And I'm not sure who the foul was on. And Brocob sinks the free throw. So it should be It should be 11-6, shouldn't it? There they go, they got it. So 11-6 Girard, and we have a timeout, an official timeout. They didn't put the foul up on Galena. They have changed the score. But it is 11-6 Girard. 3:52 left here in the first quarter. Still, they have not put the team foul up on the Bulldogs, but there they go. They got it. One team foul for Galena now as they get it inside to Cox down low on the baseline. Powers up, and his shot is good. Quentin Cox, first points of the game. 11-8. Trojan lead is 3. They have the ball. Bourne with it on the left wing. Inside to Moore. Scott, spin move in the lane, powers up, no good, but a whistle and a foul. So that will send Scott Moore to the line. They got that one on Evan Wittenmeyer, his first personal, second team foul. Moore at the line shooting 2, first one short.
Scott Moore. Checking in for Galena, number 5, Zane Adams.
Second one on the way for Moore, too strong off the back iron. Rebound tipped around. Tipped out of there by Cullen. Here's a 3 from Brocob. Good! Blake Brocob feeling it tonight from the outside. 14-8. Girard leads by 6. Kimberling with it. Kimberling sneaks through, no good, but a whistle and a foul. He was kind of clobbered there on the baseline by Brocob. That should be the first on Blake. Or no.
Team second, 2 line for Galena, number 10, Lincoln Kimberling.
They got that one on Cullen, his first. Lincoln Kimberling at the line shooting 2. First one good. Second one rolls out, and the rebound controlled by Girard. They get it for Brocob. Now inside for Moore. Moore steps through the lane, shot no good, and rebound controlled by Jack Perry. Moore's had a couple of good looks underneath the basket, just haven't gotten them to fall, as there's Thatcher Botkin at the other end, and his shot is good. First points for Thatcher Botkin. 14-11 Girard. 2:30 left here, first quarter. They get Cullen down low for Brocob. Powers up, shot no good. And Cox grabs the board. Over to Botkin. Now to Perry on the right wing. Spin move. Backs it out to the foul stripe. Now outside for Adams. Back to Perry. On the left wing, inside, double teamed. Backs it out for Botkin. And Perry will reset the offense here. 2 minutes left, first quarter. Sub-state championship on the line. Girard with a 3-point lead. They get it in for Botkin. Takes a jumper at the foul stripe, no good, and Brocob grabs the board. 1:48 to play. Up top for Bourne. Bourne powering through traffic, shot no good. Kind of a risky move there for Ranson, and the rebound controlled by Galena. Down low is Lincoln Kimberling, shot partially blocked. The putback from Cox, no good. Rebound tracked down by Kimberling. Galena will have a third opportunity at it. Perry from deep, no good. Has yet to hit an outside shot, and they're going to get a whistle and a foul on Galena. That's on Adams, his first personal, third team foul. And Bourne will inbound it baseline right on the far side. So Jack LaTurner will sub in for Quentin Cox. So Coach Myers subbing out a little height. Cox has been crucial for Galena down low with those second chance points. Getting the offensive boards. Bourne with it at the top. Now over to Cullen. Ben on the right wing, out for Smith. And they're going to get a 3-second violation on Girard. It will go back to Galena with 1 minute left here in the first quarter. So 14-11 Girard. Under a minute to play in the first. Botkin bounce pass for Perry. Perry double teamed. Has it stripped and stolen away by Ben Cullen. Cullen up the floor to Brocob. They're definitely going to be guarding him from the outside. Moore stuck in traffic. Down low for number 3, Siler Sammons, who's checked in. Brocob no good from the outside, and rebound controlled by Perry. And knowing Coach Meyer, he's going to try to hold for last shot with under 30 to play in the first. Both coaches been in it a long time in the CNC. They really know how to switch the motivation game, and Perry going to dribble it between the circles. 7 seconds. Tried to step back, could have argued for a travel. He gets it into Adams, shot blocked. Sammons chucks it up, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. If I'm Girard, I'm going to take that. Girard leads it at the end of one, 14-11. We will take a 1 minute timeout. We're back here in the sub-state championship game after this 1 minute break.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the healthcare needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com. Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
And here we are back on Girard Sports Live. It's getting ready to start the second quarter of action. Girard up 14-11. Galena ball. Cox with it. Hands off to Perry. Near half court. Going to dribble it out. Get the offense set up for the Bulldogs. Perry in the lane. Backs it out for Kimberling. Spin move in the lane. Over for Cox. Cox trying to spin around more. Can't find an open path. Here's Kimberling from deep. No good. And Moore right there for the rebound. Moore with it at the foul stripe. Spinning in the lane. His shot left short. Scott grabs the board, and then they're going to get a travel on Girard on the handoff between Moore and Bourne. And it will go back to Galena, 7:16 left here in the first half. (14-11). Botkin to Adams. Now up top for Perry. Here's Botkin on the left wing. For Kimberling, top of the key, over to Perry. Perry, step back three, no good. Actually pulled to his left side. That one goes out of bounds to Girard. So the Trojans will get the opportunity to extend their lead here. Galena not feeling it from the outside, yet to hit a shot from beyond the arc here tonight. Blake Brokob, I think, stealing all the energy from Galena, using it to his advantage as Levi Blair's checked in for the Trojans, along with number 5, Harrison Burt. So a semi-new lineup on the floor for Coach Westcott. Here's a three from Salmons, no good. And Galena tracks down the board. Over to Kimberling. He stripped on the way up. They passed it down low to Quentin Cox. And Cox gets the layup to go. Galena cuts it to 1, 14-13. 6:10 left here in the first half. I think Coach Westcott's getting ready to go back to that original starting 5. Blair in the lane, stripped on the way up. Moore tried to save it out of bounds to the Bulldogs. Good hustle by Scott Moore, just a little too late there, but had the right idea.
Blake Brokoff. And number 22, Cam Smith.
So 14-13, Girard by 1. 5:53 left here in the first half. Botkin to Perry. Perry finds an open pass to the basket. One-hand shot is good. Perry with 6. Galena by 1 now. Girard yet to score here in this second quarter. They get it for Bourne. Fakes the 3. Drives in, and they're going to get a whistle and a foul on the floor. They're going to get that one on Thatcher Botkin, his first personal. First team foul here of the second quarter, and Scott Moore will inbound it baseline left. Gets it in for Smith. Now up top for Bourne, as Cullen, Smith, and Brokob back into the game for Girard. Cullen nearly had it poked away, being trapped by Adams. Jump shot in the lane, no good for Cam Smith. And we get a jump ball tie-up. Alternating possession will stay right here with the Trojans. Galena by 1, Girard ball. Moore once again inbounds at baseline left. Gets it for Smith. Now over to Brokob, back to Cam. They get it for Bourne. Swinging it around the perimeter. They get Smith open from 3. Here's a huge one. Good! Cam Smith, the first points for Girard. Gives them the lead back by 2, 17-15. Galena with it on the other end of the floor. Gives it up for Adams. Adams out to Botkin. The Girard student section loud and proud over there. And if I'm Girard, that's the way I like it. Perry tried to feed it down low, nobody home. Miscommunication on the pass, and it will go back to the Trojans. So Girard up by 2. Has the opportunity to extend their lead here. Brokob in the corner. Over to Cullen. Nearly had it tipped. Good read by Lincoln Kimberling. Floater in the lane. No good. Rebound tipped around to Bourne. Bourne jumper in the corner. This one missed everything, and rebound controlled by Kimberling. Galena escapes the press. High intensity pass from Botkin to Adams. Now Perry with it at the foul stripe and rattles it in. So we're tied for the first time tonight, 17 all. Girard Galena, Girard with it, I'm sorry, on the other end. Smith to Bourne. Off the ball screen from Moore. Now hands it back off to Smith. Fighting through traffic, gets it into Cullen. No look pass for Scott Moore. Jumper in the lane, left short, and rebound controlled by Jack Perry. They get Botkin for three. This one no good. Galena still yet to hit a three ball in this game, and a timeout by Rod Westcott. Good save in the corner by Blake Brocob. And a heads-up play from Coach Westcott to save the possession. It's a 30. We'll take it as well. 30-second timeout. We're back after this.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
And we're back here, second quarter action. As we're set, 3:06 left here in the first half. We're tied at 17. Girard ball off the timeout from Coach Westcott. Gets it for Brocob. Now inside for Colin. Spin move off a double team. No good, but a whistle and a foul. That'll send Ben Colin to the line. Shooting two. They got that foul on Kimberling, his first. Colin at the line for 2 free throws. First one, no good. That's one thing you may need at the pace that this game's currently going down the stretch is going to be your free throw attempts, and Girard not doing too well yet. But Colin makes the second. Gives Girard the 1-point lead, 18-17. And Galena will take it up on the other end. Botkin inside to Perry. Steps back into a floater on the baseline, no good. Left the shot short, and Girard will control it. You get it for Brocob, now to Smith. To Bourne. Cullen up top for Smith. Nearly stripped by Perry, backs it out for Bourne. Westcott trying to direct traffic from on the bench, gives it for Cullen, now Bourne on the left wing. Here's Brocob from three, good. Blake Brocob on fire from the outside. Has got 12 points, all from the outer arc. Gives Girard the 4-point lead, 21-17. They get it for Adams at the top, over to Botkin. Now to Perry on the baseline, and a whistle and a foul. I think they'll get this one on Smith. That's Smith's first, or second, I'm sorry. Second on Smith. They get it in for Cox. His shot too strong, and they're going to get a foul on Galena. That's on Kimberling, his second. Picked up 2 quick ones here in this second quarter. And Girard will take it up the other way. 1:45 left here, first half. Cullen hands off to Brocob. Now up top for Bourne. Bourne out for Smith. Here's a 3-ball. Good! Cam Smith knocks down his second 3 of the second quarter. Girard just starting to get hot from the outside, 24-17. They lead it by 7. Here's Kimberling in the lane. Shot no good. Tips it out to Quentin Cox, and he'll direct traffic. Would have been nice to get the rebound there. But the more time Galena wastes here, the better for Girard. Be nice for the Trojans to go in with a lead at halftime. Perry trying to sneak through, double teamed, cut off, backs it out for Cox. Now to Perry. Still kept Galena quiet from the outside. Quite an impressive move on the defensive end for the Trojans. Cox spinning in the lane, and his shot is good. He's got 6. Cuts it down to a 5-point lead for the Trojans. Smith with the ball on the other end. Jumper in the lane for Cam, no good. Rebound controlled by Adams. Under 30 to play first half. There's the Girard student section with the fake countdown. Guess that didn't work. Yeah, try it again at the end of the third quarter. 24-19. Kimberling on the baseline is fouled.
Fouls on Girard, number 1.
That's going to go on Ranson Bourne, his first personal. The second team foul here of the quarter. Doesn't really matter with 4.9 as Perry will inbound it for Kimberling. He loads up from 3. No good. And rebound controlled by Smith. Going to chuck it up at the buzzer. Ooh, had a shot out of his hand, but no good. And at halftime, Girard leads it 24-19 over the Galena Bulldogs. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you the first half numbers on the GN Bank halftime show. We're back in 2 minutes. This is Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Since 1918, GN Bank has been the heart of our community. Big enough to meet all your banking needs, but small enough to offer that personal touch you deserve. From agricultural loans to home mortgages, GN Bank has the expertise, products, and service to help you thrive. With a pledge to treat others ethically, be adaptable, focus on customers, and invest in the communities they serve, GN Bank is committed to your success. The best place to bank and borrow, GN Bank, where community banking truly comes first. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com. It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
And here we are back on Girard Sports Live at halftime. Girard leads 24-19 over the Galena Bulldogs as we're set for the GN Bank halftime show here on Columbus Sports Live. I call the games for Columbus, so that's going to happen a couple times tonight on Girard Sports Live, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. So looking at the first half, in my eyes, it's really Girard's defense, that man defense that they were running the entire first half that allowed them to take a lead into the locker room. They've held Galena to no shots from the outer arc, and that's something that is rarely done on this Galena team this year. So they've been doing really good defense on Jack Perry. He still leads the scoring column for the Bulldogs, but he is just not been on form tonight. You know, his shots have been off the mark. Most of them have rimmed out. He's had plenty of good looks, but it helps when a player like that's really good at running around with the ball and then taking it up basically from any point on the floor is missing his shots. We'll look at the scoring totals real quick, but before we do that, we'd like to let you know that Eye on the Game is brought to you by Canard Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Canard Eye Care is making sure you can see what you're looking at. Canard Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at canardeyecare.com. Here are the first half numbers. We'll start with Galena. They're led in scoring by Jack Perry. If you have watched any Galena basketball this year or really just heard somebody talk about it, you'll know that that's probably not obvious, but no, that's probably obvious, I'm sorry, but he leads it with 8, followed up by Quentin Cox with 6, and that's another thing that I feel like Girard has done well is not let the big man Cox inside. The tallest player on the floor, arguably. Scott may have a couple inches on him, but other than that, Quentin definitely a force for Galena down low, and they've only held him to 6 points, and some of his shots that have been putbacks haven't went in. So Girard's gotten lucky a couple times on that regard, but they've just done a really nice job on Quentin Cox down low, keeping his point total as low as it is. 3 points for Lincoln Kimberling, all in the first quarter, and 2 points for Thatcher Botkin. That rounds out the scoring column for Galena. Now over to Girard. They're led in scoring by Blake Brokop. He leads all scorers with 15 points, most of them coming from the outside. He's got 12 points from the outer arc, just was kind of on fire there in that first quarter. Let off a little bit on the gas in the second, but did manage to still hit an outside shot, which was big. I think it stretched Girard's lead to 7 at that point. He's also 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Same for Ben Cullen. He's got 3 points, along with a layup inside, and 6 points for Cam Smith. 2 outside shots there in the second quarter that helped Girard out. So when you look at it, Girard has outscored Galena the entire first half. They outscored them 14-11 in the first quarter and then 9-8 in the second quarter. And so if you can just keep that pace going where you're outscoring them every quarter, you've already got the game. You don't want to act like you do, because if I remember quoting what I said earlier about the Galena Frontenac game earlier this year, Galena was down by double digits at half, came back and won. So the game's nowhere near close to over. It's still anybody's ball game, especially when you're playing a team this good. But if you're Girard and you're Coach Westcott on the bench, you got to feel pretty happy with the first half that you performed. You went into the locker room with a lead. You're just going to have to keep pace. And I think that the Trojans can do it with the way they're shooting. If they can keep hot from the outside, they're going to have a really good shot at taking some hardware back to Girard. Those halftime stats brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie. Dirt is heavy, so trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving, specializing in septic systems, water line install and repair, driveways, rock hauling and leveling. B&B Excavating, my goodness, I need some water. Call 620-724-2735. Those are the halftime stats. We're going to take a quick break, and with about 2:06 left, we should be ready for the second half of action. When we come back, 2-minute break headed your way. We're back with the third quarter of action here in the Sub-State Championship game. Girard up by 5. We're back in 2 minutes.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
And here we are as we're getting ready to start the third quarter of action. It'll be Galena ball coming out of the locker room. Girard up 24-19 here in the sub-state championship. You can just keep pace with Galena in this second half. Got to feel pretty good about your chances. You still want to limit their outside shots as Cox has it down low, and his shot rattles in. Instant offense out of the locker room for Coach Meyer, 24-21. Girard still with a 3-point lead. They get it in for Scott Moore, and he rattles in a jumper from the foul stripe to answer. And that's exactly what you're going to want to do, answer on the other end. Makes the lead 5 once again for Girard. Kimberling over to Adams, now to Cox. Over for Perry. Perry between the circles, hands off for Botkin. Now to Perry again. They will trade. Botkin back to Perry, loads up a 3 ball. This one missed. Rebound controlled by Scott Moore. Over to Cullen in the corner. Now to Smith. Smith takes it inside. Has to float up a tough shot, and it rattled in. Kim kind of got lucky on that one, but Girard will take it, 28-21. The lead is back to 7, and there's a turnover. Girard with it. Bourne over to Smith at the top. Now to Brocob. This is the first half you want, and Brocob was stripped and is fouled. And I'm not sure if Coach Meyer was happy at the official or unhappy with his players, but he doesn't like what he sees. They got that foul on, it says 1, but there's no 1 in the game. Okay, there they go. Got it on Zane Adams, his second. Smith will pass it for Bourne. He'll call out a play, gives it up for Cullen. Now up top to Smith. Good feed down low to Scott Moore. Left the shot short. Off the right side of the glass, and rebound controlled by Perry. Now to Adams. Tried to step into a 3, gives it up for Cox. Cox lost it on the way up. Adams saved it, but he was out of bounds, so it should be Girard ball. 28-21 Trojans. And if you're Coach Westcott, this is exactly how you're wanting things to go coming out of the locker room. Here's Smith for 3, no good. Good save. Thought Cullen had the save, but he was out of bounds, and it will go back to Galena. 5:34 left here in the third quarter. That's all right. And if I'm Girard, I know 7 points is not a huge lead, but with this Galena team, like we said earlier, with the Frontenac game, they turned a double-digit deficit at halftime into a win, so they can score pretty quick. Perry in the lane, floater, no good. Rebound controlled by Kimberling, and the putback is in. Lincoln Kimberling with 2, 28-23. Bourne cut off, tried to put the shot up over Cox. Not a smart move, and Cox is fouled. Yeah, the height difference there is not going to work. It's going to be a turnover almost every time. Perry will take it up the other way, floats one in, shot no good, rebound controlled. Mike Cullen, slow it down. Get it in the half court, and then just kind of slow the game down. That one lost out of control on the passes. Floats it up to Kimberling on the run out. Shot is good. Lincoln Kimberling with 4. The Girard lead cut down to 3. We get it for Moore on the right wing. Now to Brocob. Floats one up. No good. Risky shot there by Blake Brocob. Didn't have a good angle on it. And Galena will have it. 4:12 left to play, down 3. Perry in the lane. Shot is good. Galena on a 6-0 run, and we have a timeout on the floor. 28-27. Girard with a 1-point lead. Still hanging on to the lead. It is a full timeout by Rod Westcott. We'll take it as well. We're back after this.
Here's a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I might hang on to that one too. So let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here.
Hi, I'm Eddie.
2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
And we're back, 28-27, Girard. They've got the ball. Bourne with it, now over to Brocob. Up top for Cullen. Coming out of the full timeout by Coach Westcott off a 6-0 run from Galena. They get it inside for Bourne. Out for Smith, now up top for Cullen. Swinging it around the arc to Bourne. Smith trying to take it inside, backs it out for Cullen. It's tipped and stolen away by Kimberling. He doesn't have the numbers, stripped on the way up. And they're going to say that Cullen, trying to save it, stepped out of bounds, so it'll stay with Galena.
Checking in for Girard is going to be number 3, Siler Simmons.
So Siler Salmons back in for Girard. They inbound it up top for Kimberling. Now to Adams. Over to Cox. Hands off for Botkin. Perry with it near half court. 3:14 left in the third quarter. Adams to Kimberling. Here's a 3-ball. Good. A perfect shot that Galena wanted. 28-30. Now Girard down by 2. Need an answer. Here's Bourne from deep. No good. Look good coming out of his hands, and the rebound controlled by Galena. Perry up the floor in the lane. Good feed down low to Quentin Cox. And his shot is good. Now a 4-point lead for Galena, and another timeout by Rod Westcott. Trojans need to try and keep pace here with the Bulldogs, and Bulldogs are starting to get not only hot from the outside, but the inside as well. We'll take another 30-second break. We're back after this.
Are you tired of waiting for your internet to load at a snail's pace? Or feeling like your connection is slower than a sloth's morning routine? Maybe your current internet feels as speedy as a sunbathing turtle. Well, say goodbye to the slow lane and welcome to Croc-Hand Fiber Optic Internet, where we leave the slow movers in the dust. You'll zoom through the web faster than Sharky being swarmed by his adoring fans. Croc-Hand Fiber Optic Internet, because life's too short to wait for slow connections.
And here we are back on Girard Sports Live, 28-32. Galena leads by 4. They're starting to find their touch. Bourne has it, nearly lost it, and they're going to get a foul. Thought they were going to get a double dribble, but that one's going to go on Botkin, his second.
That's his second, team second.
Second team foul for Galena the third quarter. Moore with it inside, working on Cox. Finds an open path to the basket. Scott's shot is good. 4 for Moore here in the third quarter. Cuts the lead to 2 for Galena. Perry with it, working inside. Found an open path, no good, but a whistle and a foul. So Perry will go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his third, team second. To the line for Girard, it's going to be number 3, Jack Perry.
So Perry at the line for 2 free throws. They got that foul on Cam Smith. First one good for Perry. That's Smith's third foul. Second team foul here the third quarter. Perry made them both. Back to a 4-point lead for the Bulldogs, 30-34. Under 2 to play in the third quarter. Moore with it inside, working on Cox, and his shot is good. Just keep feeding it to Scott. He's finding the edge down low. Once again cuts the Galena lead to 2. 3 ball in and out, no good. Cox grabs the board and his follow is good. Cox with 6. And once again the lead back to 4 for Galena. Or I had the score wrong there, that was my fault. Still has a 4-point lead. I think they got a whistle and a foul. I got that one on Kimberling. His third team foul. Bourne with it on the right wing now. Over for Smith. Here's a 3 ball. This one left short of the mark, and rebound controlled by Botkin. Botkin up the floor. Over to Adams. Gets it down low to Cox, and his shot is good. Now it's a 6-point lead for Galena, their largest lead of the night. 32-38. They get that one in for Moore, working down low, and his shot rattles in. Scott Moore with 8. And we have another timeout by Coach Westcott. After the made bucket from Scott Moore, it'll be a full timeout. We'll take it as well. We're back in 60 seconds.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
And here we are back on Girard Sports Live, 34-38. Trojans down by 4. Another timeout by Rod Westcott trying to keep this thing in line here, and really it's been Scott Moore versus Galena. He's got 8 of the Trojans' 10 points here in this second half. Botkin with it, over to Adams. Out the foul stripe for Cox. Backs it out for Adams. They get it in for Wittenmeyer. Now to Cox, lost it. They get a foul on that. Oh man. Looked like he lost that one. And we're gonna get a sub coming in as Siler Sampons will replace Cam Smith. They got that one on Smith, his 4th. So good call there by Coach Westcott. Hands it off for Perry. Perry taking his time around half court. Hands it off to Botkin. Botkin and Bourne between the circles. Now Adams. Over for Botkin, spin move, backs out for Perry. 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. Perry in the lane, takes a jumper, no good. And Girard unaware of the time, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. A quick third quarter, but still in reach, but Galena takes the lead. 34-38. We'll step aside for a 1-minute break, and we'll come back after this.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
And here we are back on Girard Sports Live. We start the final quarter, winner to Hutch. There we go. It'll be Girard's ball to start the fourth. They're down 4. 34-38. Brocobb from deep. No good. Looked good coming out of his hands off the top of the key. And Galena will take it up the other way, over to Botkin. Nearly stripped on the way up, and his runner is good. Hatcher Botkin with 2. Might have gotten away with a travel in there. 34-40. Get it for Bourne. Bourne inside, out of control, no good. Grabs his own rebound. Tried to float it over to Ben Cullen off of his foot. Okay. I didn't know if they were going to get kicking there or what. It'll be Galena ball. They're up by 6. 7:16 left here in the game. Perry with it. Inside, stuck in traffic, spinning around, and his shot is good. Perry with 2. The lead now 8 for Galena. They get it for Moore. Takes a jumper, rattles it in. Much needed shot for Girard. Cuts the lead down to 6, 36-42. Jordan's going to need a couple of stops here. It's Perry calling a play between the circles, over for Adams. Now to Cox. Over to Perry. And Perry will slow it down, reset the offense. Perry for Cox. They get it for Adams. Thought about the three. Backs it in. Now backs it out for Cox. His pass tipped out of bounds. Or no, good save. Right in the corner by Lincoln Kimberling. That was a tough one to track down. And Perry will back it out near half court. 6:04 left to play. Takes a runner in the lane. No good, but a whistle and a foul. That's on Ben Colin, his second.
To the line for Galena's number 3, Jack Perry.
And Perry will go to the line shooting 2. First one no good.
Second one for Girard, number 22, Smith.
And Perry makes the second, 36-43. Girard ball, Colin inside for Moore. Backs it out for Bourne. Bourne on the baseline, takes a jumper. This one rattles in. First points of the night for Ransom Bourne. Couldn't have come at a better time. Much needed shot. Cuts the lead down to 5, 38-43. 5:36 left in the game. Over to Perry. Perry trying to sneak it in the lane. Spinning move around Cullen. Shot no good. That's the stop Girard needed. You need to answer on the other end here. Any kind of offense is worth no amount of words here. We get it for Smith. That was Cullen, I'm sorry. Now in the corner for Bourne. Now for Smith. Got to be careful on him playing with 4 fouls. Get it in for Ben Colin. Count the bucket and the foul. Cuts it to a 1-possession game, and Ben Colin can bring it to a 2-point lead for Galena with this free throw. They got that one on Cox, his first. Colin's been quiet since the first quarter, but that shot couldn't have come at a better time. Here's the free throw. In and out, and rebound controlled by Perry. But it's back to a 1-possession game, 40-43. Adams moving inside the lane. Nifty move, split the defenders. And Zane Adams brings it back to a 5-point lead. Get it for Bourne. On the right wing, now for Smith. Up top for Moore. Moore working on Cox, no good, but a whistle and a foul. That's all right. Moore will be at the line shooting 2, but you're going to need these free throws right here. 4:27 left in the game. They got that one on Kimberling. That was good. That was his 4th foul. So now both teams playing the player in foul trouble. First one for Moore, no good.
Checking in for Galena, number 13, Evan Whitmire.
Evan Whitmire in for Kimberling. Huge free throw right here and got it. That's all right, split the pair. 41-45. They get it in for Botkin, and they got a whistle and a foul. That's on Ransom Bourne, just his second. You say it's his, okay, that's his 3rd, okay. They had it as his 4th for a minute. As Botkin has it between the circles. Runner inside the lane for Botkin, stripped on the way up, and they'll draw another foul. I think that's going to be the 4th on Bourne. Yep. So I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Westcott sits him here. And Botkin will go to the line shooting 2. First one good. One thing about Galena, they're always going to make their free throws. So Siler Sammons will replace Bourne. Here's the second from Botkin. This one rims out. There's a little announcer's jinx for you right there. 41-46. Moore with it inside. Count the bucket and the foul for Scott Moore. He could once again make this a 2-point game. Might have been exactly what the doctor ordered for the Trojans right there.
Checking in for Girard's number 1, Ransom Bourne. And 2 line for Girard's will be number 40.
So Salmons will check out, Bourne back in. 4:02 left in the game. Trojans down 3, Moore at the line to shoot the and 1. Crowd didn't go quiet, and there's the missed free throw and the rebound controlled out of there by Galena. Botkin directing traffic. Give it up for Cox. Under 4 to play here in the game. Winner to Hutch. One possession game here. They get it for Botkin. Down low, cut off on the baseline now for Cox. His floater no good. And rebound tracked down by Ransom Bourne. That might have just been the momentum switch that Girard needed. You can answer here on this end. They get it in for Moore. Takes a jumper on the low block. No good. And Perry will take it up the other way. 3:10 to play. Runner in the lane. Gets it down low to Cox. Counted and the foul. And that might have been just what the doctor ordered for Galena. And Cox has been one heck of a force here in the second half. He's got 10 points.
Number 34, Quentin Cox.
And he makes the free throw. And Coach Meyer will take a 30-second timeout. We will take it as well. Trojans down by 6. 3:07 left to go in the ball game. We'll take a quick break. We are back after this.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
And we're back. Trojans down by 6, 43-49, 3:07 left here in the ball game. And it will be Trojan ball coming out of the timeout by Matt Meyer from Galena. Smith has it, stepping through traffic, backs it out for Brokoff. Gonna need this one, no good. Good save by Ben Cullen, and it was right there for Galena as Cullen's having trouble getting to his feet. Gets right back up on the other end. Perry through traffic. Shot no good, but a whistle and a foul.
Fouls on Girard, number 12, Ben Cullen.
That's going to be on Cullen, his third.
Number 3, Jack Perry.
Perry at the line for 2. First one good. Now we've seen it this entire postseason. Girard knows how to come back from a hole, and they're going to need to do that right now. They find themselves down 8. 2:33 to play. There's still time, but you're going to have to start working quickly here. Bourne inside. Out for Cullen. It was tipped, and Ben will control it in the backcourt. 2:18 left to play here in the game. Get it for Bourne. Can't waste a lot of time. They get it down low for Moore. Moore sneaks through defenders, gets it out for Cullen. Shot no good, but a whistle and a foul. That's all right. Stops the clock. But you're going to need to make them here.
Fouls on Galena, number 34, Quentin Cox. That's his second, team fourth. To the line for Girard's number 12, Ben Cole.
First one good.
Second in for Galena's number 10, Lincoln Kimberling.
They got that foul on Quentin Cox, his second. Kimberling back in. Playing with 4 fouls. Girard can cut it to 5 here, or 6, I'm sorry, with this free throw. That one missed. And the rebound controlled by Galena. Under 2 to play here in the game. Perry running through traffic. Shot rims out. And rebound controlled by the Trojans. It's getting to the point where you're going to need some outside shots here. Smith through the lane. Shot is good. Cam Smith with a nice bucket inside. Cuts it down to 5. 46-51. Because you know Galena's going to really start to slow it down here. We're getting ready to tick under a minute 30 to play. Perry hands off to Botkin. Botkin back to Perry. Going to want to start to foul eventually. Perry's just going to dribble up the clock. Somebody's going to have to get up on somebody. You're going to need a foul. And Ransom Bourne will foul out on that foul with 2 points on the night. And Ransom, a senior, and hoping that his team will corral and their season won't end tonight.
Checking in for Girard's going to be number 3.
But a tough way to end the sub-state championship game.
To the line for Galena is going to be number 3.
Siler Salmons will check in. And Perry at the line shooting 2. First one good. Free throws, free throws, free throws. Second one on the way for Perry. Also good. Perry 5 of 6 at the line here in this fourth quarter. They get it in for more. You got to work quickly. Bucket at the other end, no good, but a whistle and a foul. That's all right too. That does stop the clock, but you're going to have to make them. Down by 7.
That's his third, team fifth. To the line.
With 50 seconds left in the game, you're going to really have to work. Almost instantly foul, and make sure it's not Perry if at all possible. First one good for Moore.
Second in for Girard's number 25. Levi Williams.
Going to need to make it. Second one on the way. Missed. Rebound controlled by Cox. And they're going to get a foul.
Fouls on Girard, number 12.
That's on Cullen.
That's his fourth.
That's his 4th.
To the line for Galena's number 34.
And that will send Quentin Cox to the line shooting 2. First one no good.
Second in for Girard, number 5. Harrison Burke, and number 22 is Cam Smith.
Second one on the way for Cox is good. Timeout, Matt Meyer, 47-54. Galena leads it here with 46.9 to play.
This will be a full timeout.
Full timeout by the Bulldogs. We'll take it as well. We're back after this.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
And here we are back on Girard Sports Live, 46.9. Left in the sub-state title, 47-54 Galena. That'll be Girard ball coming out of the timeout. They're going to have to work quick. Cannot waste any time, and it needs to be threes. Smith takes it in. Shot is good, and there's a timeout by Westcott. You're going to get any kind of shot off there. That's exactly what you need is a timeout. Makes it a 5-point game, 49-54. With 34.8 to play. We'll keep it. Well, he called a full. We'll take a 30. We are back after this break.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
And we're back here on Girard Sports Live for the final 34.8. 49-54, a 5-point game. Girard down to Galena. They're going to need either a extremely quick turnover, we're talking seconds, or a foul here. Most likely a foul. And hopefully not Perry. As Perry gets it into Kimberling, and they're going to foul him. That'll be on Brocobb. I think that's just his second.
That's his first.
That was first. Oh, I had scratched one out for him, that's why.
For Galena is going to be number 10, Lincoln Kimberling.
Yeah, math was never my thing. Still isn't. First one from Kimberling is good.
Second number 12, number 5. Harrison Burke, number 22, Ken Smith. And checking in for Galena is going to be number 34, Quentin Cox.
Second one on the way for Kimberling, no good. That was kind of a huge miss there. It's a 6-point lead, so it is still a 2-possession game. Smith in the lane, shot no good. Rebound tipped off of Perry. It'll stay right here with 22.6 to play. Moore will inbound it up top. It's tipped and stolen away by Botkin. And they're going to foul Perry. That one's going to go against number 5, Harrison Burke. His first. And Galena asking for a flagrant there, but I don't think they're going to get it.
Harrison Burke, that's his first. Shootout for Galena is number 3, Jack Perry.
Perry makes these free throws. It kind of ices it away. First one good. And there's the second. 49-57, an 8-point lead for Galena. Under 10 to play. Ball loose on the deck. I think they're going to get a foul.
Fouls on Galena, number 3.
That's going to go on Perry. That's his first, so that really doesn't matter. And that will send Cam Smith to the line shooting 2. First one good. I don't think Coach Westcott has any more timeouts, so make this one, it cuts it to 6, but with 9.4, you're going to have to get a steal, a 3, another steal, a 3. I've seen it done, but it's difficult. So 6-point game. 51-57. Going to have to get a steal and a quick 3. And they're going to inbound it. Cross court for Lincoln Kimberling. He's going to try to dribble it out, and Salmons will commit the foul. That's just his first, and that'll send Kimberling back to the line for free throws. 5.9 left.
Number 10, Lincoln Kimberling.
First one no good from Kimberling. Got some subs coming in for Girard, Harrison Burke, and Cam Smith.
Harrison Burke, number 22, Cam.
We'll take out Brocobb and Cullen. Second one on the way for Kimberling. This one missed. Rebound controlled by Smith. Smith gets it across with 2. Here's a 3 ball at the buzzer. He got it. Too little, too late, but it will count the bucket for Cam Smith. Final score 54-57. Pretty good ball game here. Unfortunately, Trojans just couldn't pull it out. Too little, too late. But what a valiant effort here in the postseason by Girard. Came in really unfavored. The 13 seed knocked off Humboldt, knocked off Fredonia in triple overtime, scored over 100 points for the first time in Girard boys history. Just couldn't get it done tonight, but a valiant effort by the Girard boys and the team here in the postseason. As we are step aside real quick, we'll get you the trophy presentation for both teams, and then we'll kick off our post-game show.
Present the trophy to the sub-state, 3A sub-state runner-ups. It goes to the Girard Trojans.
But if you're Coach Westcott and anybody watching out there, you got to feel pretty proud of these boys for turning the season around here right at the end when it mattered, and didn't get the result they wanted tonight. And Galena for the 5th time in 6 years going back to the state tournament. And now as they move on, you want to root for them. You always want to root for your conference. But Girard boys definitely feeling it tonight. We'll step aside for a quick break. We'll come back, recap this game. I don't know if we'll hear from Coach Westcott or not, but a tough loss tonight for the Girard boys. We'll take a quick break and come back and get you the Eastside Cafe post-game show after this.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the Four States winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
The first one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I might hang on to that one too. So let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here.
Hi, I'm Eddie.
2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
And here we are back on Girard Sports Live tonight. Final score 54-57. Galena, for the 5th time in 6 years, going to the Class 3A state tournament up in Hutch. And Girard boys really gave it a valiant effort, really turned this season around from a 5-13 year all the way up to a chance to go to the Class 3A state tournament. And you look at how last year's season went, they ended their seasons in the same game versus this year. You really got to give the boys credit towards the end of the season as they kind of shocked Southeast Kansas with the upsets and just how valiantly they had been playing as we kick off the Eastside Cafe post-game show here on Girard Sports Live. Experience the best breakfast in Crawford County 6 days a week at 120 South Ozark Street in Girard. They're proud supporters of Trojan Athletics. Make sure to go get you some pancakes down there at Eastside Cafe. We'll take a look at the final numbers from tonight's game. We'll start with Galena. Start, of course, with Jack Perry. I would say he had a pretty quiet second half considering his normal number. He had 8 at the half and then rounded out the night with 18 points. Perry and Quentin Cox lead all scorers. Cox also with 18, had 6 at the half, and it was really just that third and fourth quarter that ate up the Trojans, and it was really Cox in the third quarter, had 8 of his 18 points in that third quarter, and Kimberling kind of got hot there as well. He rounded out the night with 11. He had 7 of his 11 in the third quarter, followed up by Thatcher Botkin with 5 and Zane Adams with 2. As we look over for the Trojans, Cam Smith really kept the Trojans alive, in my opinion, along with Scott Moore in the second half. Cam Smith rounds out the night with 17, 14 for Scott Moore, all in the second half. And Trojans outscored Galena the entire first half, but they were outscored 19-10 in the third quarter, and then they outscored them in the fourth quarter, but it just wasn't enough. 18-16 there in the fourth quarter. 17 for Cam Smith, followed up with 15 from Blake Brocobb. I think the main difference on Girard's offense is that Brocobb was held scoreless the entire second half, and he had a monstrous first quarter, a good second quarter. He was really hot early from the outside, but Galena, I guess, drew up something in the locker room to keep him quiet and did a really nice job at it. But he rounds out the night with 15 points. Still a good night offensively for Blake Brocobb. And then you have Scott Moore with 14, Ben Cullen with 6, and Ranson Bourne with 2. I'm not sure if we'll get Coach Westcott up here or not, but hopefully we will to round out the season. It was a hard-fought effort. That 3 at the end made it closer than what it looked like, but a 3-point game nonetheless. I think the Trojans in the postseason have just done a fantastic job at responding to the adversity that they had early on, as we'll get Coach Westcott up here. And in my opinion, I think the player of the game, I think it's really tied between Cam Smith and Scott Moore. I mean, those two really helped the Trojans hang in it in the entire second half offensively. And I think if you take those two players out of the game, Galena wins this easily. But it was really just a good, valiant effort, and they helped keep Girard in pace there in the second half, as we're joined by the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott. And, Coach, tonight, first of all, I got to compliment your team. I'm a Columbus guy, and I thought you guys have played excellent ball here in the postseason. You know, you were unfavored in every game, had to be road warriors, upset a couple teams. Tonight, just going in just a few words, Galena's a really good team.
Oh, yeah, they got a really nice club. We've played a couple good clubs here as of late, and in the last 2-3 weeks, we've kind of flipped a switch, and kids are playing together well. We're kind of right now where I was hoping we'd be 2 months ago.
Yeah.
It took a long time to get it together, but, I told our kids, I said, we got nothing to hang our heads about because we finished playing well, give it our best shot. We had a rough third quarter there tonight that, we couldn't keep them out of the paint. They were driving it hard. They had a couple runouts on us as well, but proud of our kids. I hate that for the seniors. It's always tough, but we left it out there on the floor, and I thought they did some good things and really come together at the right time of the year.
Yeah, and our coach always says it's not about how you play in December, it's how you play in March, and you guys really proved that. I think what was kind of the main difference is that Blake Brocobb had a tremendous first half, especially from the outside. He seemed to find the outside touch, but they held him scoreless according to the unofficial stat book. In the second half, I think he might have had maybe a bucket that I didn't count, but it seemed like Galena's defense really turned up there in the second half.
Yeah, we hit some big shots there in that first half, and we've been shooting the ball pretty well those last 2-3 weeks, and they did a really good job on Ransom really the whole game. They locked him down, and it was tough for him to get looks, but Blake was able to step up, and Cam was able to step up there in the second half. He was able to knock some down as well, but thought we did a good job getting Scotty the ball, and as always, Ben gives us everything he has on the defensive end of the floor. So, a couple free throws here and there, a missed offensive rebound here and there, and we're probably looking at a little different story. That's why every possession counts, and our guys we really started to understand that here this last 2 or 3 weeks, and that's what playoff basketball's like. So, hopefully we can take a little momentum in here to the off season. That's something we talked about there in the locker room afterwards. That hopefully these guys started something, and they see that we can be pretty tough if we'll continue to work and continue to play together. Hopefully we got some good things to look forward here in the next few years.
Absolutely, and then you look at the first 2 times you played this team, it was a 19-point game and then a 14-point game, and then this time it was one possession with a 3 right at the end. I mean, how do you, with a team that has so much offense, so many outside shooters, I mean, I thought you guys did a really good job on Perry tonight, held him to just 8 in the first half, 6 on Quentin Cox, and if he hadn't exploded in that third quarter, this might be a different game. But how do you prepare defensively for a team that's just so offensively heavy?
Well, it's one of those things. They're a team that are not going to beat themselves. They do a good job of taking good care of the basketball, getting shots with the guys they want shooting the ball. And, you can't give up second chance opportunities. It seemed like we'd work our tails off there in that third quarter, and when we did get a stop, we didn't secure the rebound at times. And you can't do that against a good team like this. And it's one of those things, that we'll look back on, and hopefully we'll learn some things, our younger guys, and understand how important each possession is. But that's what it takes, come playoff time. And the team that makes the fewer mistakes usually comes out on top, and that's what happened tonight. I obviously don't know any stats or anything yet, but they did a good job. They had a couple run-outs and where we didn't communicate very well and didn't get back. But, I think we got some good things ahead of us. I'd like to congratulate them. They've had a great year to this point. They'll be the 1 seed going out there. I don't think anybody else is undefeated right now in 3A, so I think they'll be the 1 seed going out. And they've had a target on their back for a while, so to do what they've done is pretty impressive. But that being said, I'm proud of our kids. We didn't give up, didn't get down this year, kept playing hard, and some good things happened for us here this last 2 or 3 weeks.
And finally, Coach, just want to talk about your 4 seniors on the team. Oh, well, I guess they're trying to shut the lights off on us.
They want to go home on the weekend, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't blame them. But your 4 seniors kind of came up big. You've got Levi Blair, Scott Moore, Siler Salmons, Ranson Bourne, some big names that we called out a lot tonight. Just speak on their growth from freshman year to now.
Yeah, we talked about that in the locker room when I told each one of them, we're proud of them that they're 4 kids that have been out for 4 years, and they've sacrificed a lot to come out and play. And, I can't say enough about him. Scott's, well, obviously he's grown tremendously since he was a freshman, but great athlete and has really become a nice basketball player for us. Ranson's put in so much time, and I hated that. We had to foul there at the end, and
it
was loud enough in here. Our guys did not hear the call, and Ranson, he had 4, and he heard the call and went and did what he needed to do. I hated that for him right there at the end. He didn't get to play there most of that fourth quarter because of that, or at least the last part of it. But he's put a lot of work in, and it showed. He's had a great senior season. Really, he's really come a long ways. And then, of course, Siler and Levi, they were coming off the bench here at the end, and both great kids, work hard, and they try to do everything you ask of them. So you can't ask for more than that. We got some good young ones coming back, and I know they're looking forward to next year already. We talked about, hey, it goes by quickly. So you got to take advantage of it when you can, and hopefully next year we can be back here and have another shot. But I'd like to thank our sponsors for putting this on. Obviously wish the girls good luck next week. Wish we were going out with them, but we'll be there cheering them on, and hopefully good things will happen for the girls team next week.
All right. Well, Coach Westcott, thank you so much for your time, and enjoy a little bit of the off season. Like you said, the older you get, the quicker it goes by.
It goes by quick. It does.
Before you know it, it'll be December, and I think they're getting more games next year in the regular season. Isn't that what I heard?
We are able to add 3 games next year, so that's something that you get to play a few more. Unfortunately, they did not add any length to the season. So you've got to find where you're going to plug those in. We've added 2 at this point, and depending on what happens with scheduling, we may just keep it at 2 more right now, because otherwise you're going to be playing 3 for 3 weeks in a row there.
Right.
And, that you need to practice. They're still high school kids. They still need to get that time in the gym to fix things that they don't do well, and hopefully continue to get better at things they do well. So hopefully the state will figure that out and give us an extra week or so. But as of right now, they have not. So we're going to have 22s on the schedule next year, and hopefully we don't have any snow days, because if you have snow, then what do? You're going to probably lose some games. But
yeah, we've had enough snow for the rest of my life this season. So, all right, Coach Westcott, thanks for the time. Congrats on a really good postseason, good way to finish out the year, even though you didn't get the result tonight. And we'll rack them up, and we'll be back in action next year.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's Rod Westcott, head coach of the Trojan boys as we wrap up the season tonight for the Trojan boys. They finish the season at 7-13, I believe. We'll pop up the bracket just to kind of verify that. Yeah, 7-13 or 7-14. I'm sorry, is what they'll finish the regular season. A tough one tonight, but what a postseason! What a turnaround! I mean, one of the better turnarounds that I've seen from a group anywhere around the area. So congratulations to the Trojan boys. But Girard basketball still in action. Girard girls beat Burlington last night on this floor. They will go up to the Class 3A state tournament for the second straight year under Brad Herdlocker. So stick around. I believe that's audio only at the Hutch Sports Arena. I'm not sure who'll be on the call. Might be BJ, might be Josh. I don't know. We'll get somebody up there. Maybe myself if I'm lucky enough. But we'll see what happens. A really tough loss tonight, but overall, I think these boys have a lot to build on for next year, and make sure to wish the girls good luck as they will travel up to state later this week. Play begins on Wednesday at the Hutch Sports Arena. For Aaron Dubrava, who ran camera for us tonight, I'm Carson Cobb filling in for Josh Lettner. So long, and thanks for watching. Enjoy the Trojan girls up at the Hutch Sports Arena next week. Until then, thanks for watching, and good night.
Thanks for watching. From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.